Hello friends, I am Dr. Fatima and you're watching the Momschool. Today I am going to talk about table manners. We should follow some table manners and should teach our children as well, because there are some things in life which make us humans, right? And eating properly is one of them. We fuss about teaching English, math, science and whatever subjects, but these practical life skills need to be really focused upon, because you know that manners we carry, our children carry everywhere they go. So this we should leave in them, okay, as a legacy, I hope. Now another thing is that these manners, when followed properly, can help us provide a nice family bonding time over eating. So that's a good thing as well. These points should be inculcated, these manners should be inculcated in children very early, from the time they start eating. They won't be able to follow everything, but they will understand the clear expectations and they will see you how you are doing things, so they will learn, and that really has a huge impact. I'll be using the acronym MANNERS to bring about these points, and you must be following these points in your home, but I think a reminder is a must, for everyone. Now the first point will be M, that is mind your hands. By mind your hands, I mean wash your hands before eating and after eating, plus while you are eating, put your hands or use your hands in a way that you don't put your elbows on the table. Elbows on the table are a sign of bad manners, bad eating habits. Okay, so by mind your hands, washing you must be doing because of the pandemic, but mind your hands in a way that the elbows don't rest on the table. So moving on to the next point, which is A, Almighty. A for Almighty, that means thank God for the food you have, and before you have food and after you finish your food. It's a way of showing gratitude and developing a habit of gratitude in the children, especially for the little things which we forget to notice, is very important and will go a long way. Okay, so that was A, thank the Almighty. Next point is N. N means no noise. Now no noise can have many facets. The first will be no noise while we are moving the chair, okay, to sit, right? And make it clear that you have to move it very quietly. That will help your child learn to use it will help their motor development. They will know how to use their hands and their muscles properly in a way that they don't create noise. So that will make them more alert and more graceful. Now the next aspect of no noise is no noise while moving your silverware, spoons, forks, or moving your utensils, okay, passing dishes and all. So you don't have to make much noise in that. Another aspect, the third aspect of no noise is no silly noises like burps and all loud, okay, or no noises while you're chewing the food. Okay, many a times children make noises while they are drinking or chewing. So these are minute things, but we should bring into their notice that it is not polite to make such noises. And when we will bring it into their notice politely, then they will understand. Okay, so these three aspects were of no noise. Now let's move on to the next point, which will be another N, that is no gadgets. Now this must sound very difficult for a few of us, and it is difficult when we are so addicted and used to our gadgets, especially our children. But trust me, if we make this rule and try to follow it ourselves, the children will follow the lead, especially when they are young. Okay, because if you establish this rule when they are young, then only it can be followed through. Otherwise, they will rebel that what kind of new rule have you put in place. So we have this rule in our home for the past 2 years or so, I guess, with a very few exceptions here and there, but largely no gadgets at the table. Okay, that's the rule. And the exceptions are on Saturdays, because that's the day when my daughter is allowed to watch her cartoons. Okay, so during that she can have a snack or something with the gadget. Okay, so try as much as possible to avoid gadgets, and make it a rule that when you all are eating together especially, there will be no gadgets. It will be difficult for the parents as well, but if you do it, it's good for the family, and that increases the communication between each other and the focus on food. Okay, and that's good for your appetite as well, and it will help you know how much to eat as well, so it might lead to weight loss as well in the long run. Now I'm not going to talk in depth about dining etiquettes, that I'll be covering in a different video. Here I am broadly discussing table manners. So now we are moving towards the end. The E. E stands for excuse yourself. That means if you have to leave, you have finished your food, the best thing is that you wait for the others to finish. But it's very difficult for our children, who are very restless, full of energy, want to do something else. So if they can't wait, they should have a habit of asking to leave or excusing themselves. Okay, that's very polite, and we should also follow this thing, so that the children learn from us. And the next point is R. R here I have put broadly for remembering. Okay, now when you have finished your food and you're excusing yourself or you're leaving, remember to clear your plate. Okay, and at home, of course, clear your space. Okay, this is a rule in our house, that the child has to clear the plate. By clearing the plate means, first of all, it's good to encourage the children to take out food by themselves, and as much food as they want, as they need, and finish it all. But sometimes if it is left over, make a place where the child is required to clear the plate, whatever is left. Okay, tell them to eat in a way that they don't dirty the whole food, and make a space in your kitchen in which the leftover food can be kept and recycled or reused. Okay, so that way they know that, because what I noticed, that if something was being left, it would be covered on the plate and left in the plate for to be cleared later on by me only. So I changed the rule, and it is really, it has impacted. I have seen that my family members at least want to finish it now, because they don't want to take the pain of clearing the plate. And by the way, talking about clearing the space, that also inculcates a habit of eating properly, so that you don't drop much food. Otherwise, clearing the mess or clearing the space, that means the chair, the table, and the floor around it, it's a difficult task if you make a lot of mess. So try to inculcate this habit of clearing the space as well. Even with my toddler, he is really dropping food around his chair, so I try to clear the space with him or in front of him, to make him understand that that's how it should be. He should also contribute in clearing up the space. And the last S, manners, stand for sink. That means after clearing the plate, you're supposed to put it in the sink, or if you're using a dishwasher, in the dishwasher, but it should be put in a proper place. It should be rinsed once with water and put it in the proper place. Okay, that way you're not leaving your traces behind. You're not creating mess to be cleaned by someone else. You're being more responsible, more independent, and taking care of yourself. And these are the table manners we should stress upon for ourselves and for our children. And once you notice your children doing this, they will also feel good, independent, responsible, and it will be a win-win situation for all. So that's all for today. I hope you would have liked these points. If there are some other points, please share in the comment section below which you would like to add and share with me, which you follow in your home. And thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care. Happy parenting.